Hello, my loves. Welcome back for another video. Toxic habits that you need to let go of before 2024. I created a list, okay, because I feel like a lot of us want to rebrand ourselves. We want to reinvent. We want to become that girl, but we forget that we have to completely get rid of some of the qualities that we're still holding on to that are holding us back from stepping into that chapter in our lives. A lot of us are a little toxic, just a little bit, and I want to help you guys out. As a retired toxic girl, and I maybe do still have some toxic tendencies, we need to get them in order and in check before the new year. And stepping into the fall season, I don't know, it just feels like a rebirth for me, guys. I have been saying this in so many videos, but I really mean it this time. I have been getting myself ready to completely furnish my home. I spent the entire summer vacillating if I wanted to, and then in reality I just wasn't ready because I was still kind of getting used to the new vibe and atmosphere. And a few of you guys had commented on my videos that I need to get some furniture for the room and everything, and to be honest, guys, this is not going to be my filming room. I want the front living room to be my filming room, so that's kind of what I'm getting in order currently, and I just feel so settled and happy. So I wanted to give you guys that little update. The fall season is upon us. I'm ready to get some pumpkins. I'm ready to get some cozy vibes going. And yeah, but before we even do any of that, and if you guys want to see a vlog on that, please let me know down below, because I want to start vlogging and showing you guys a little bit more of my own personal life. So if you guys want to see me go fall shopping and do random single Jersey girl activities with my two huskies, let me know and I will do that. But before we even do that, today's going to be a girl chat about getting rid of toxic habits. Let's just get into it. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and follow me on Instagram if you want to see more of me. All right, let's just get into it. Okay, the first toxic habit I really want you to start working on is not giving your energy to the wrong things. More specifically, no more using your energy to worry. Use your energy for more positive things. Creating, believing, loving, working towards something, whatever it is. Having that obsession of worry in your life will always hold you back from achieving good things. A lot of you guys are so obsessed and so laser focused on things. I think that the current climate of everybody having nice things and how are you able to afford this and that, and just kind of feeling like this overwhelming obsession with having to be perfect right now. And I get it, because I feel like, if I'm being honest, the energy that I devoted to worrying at one stage in my life did actually kind of help me get further. But I will say this, it doesn't make you feel better when you achieve something great if you are a worrier, because you just can't really appreciate it because you're always worried about the next thing. When I learned to completely get rid of that worrying mindset and put the energy into believing in God and creating and just constantly evolving and growing, that's when I started to become genuinely happy. If you want to attain your goals and also be happy while attaining them, I really think it's important to use your energy in good ways and not put your energy so much into negativity. Okay, the next toxic habit is for all of my meanies, my mean girls. Let's completely get rid of the toxic habit of being mean, judgmental, and disrespectful. Now, this can go two ways. You can be mean to other people and disrespectful and judgmental to other people, and you can also be mean and judgmental to yourself. I want you to get rid of that toxic habit as a whole. You shouldn't be mean to others. You shouldn't be mean to yourself. There's a quote that I really love, and it's that only the weak are cruel. Gentleness can only be expected from the strong. I find that people always say little things about how when people are successful, they become mean-spirited people and kind of stealing, and they do some deviant activities to climb their way to the top. I do believe that you can climb your way to the top in a way that is supportive, loving, kind, and gentle. And I think that that's something that you need to do. Not only practicing being kinder to other people, but being kinder to yourself. A toxic habit is feeling so threatened by another person's presence, another person's life, or you just don't like them, so you feel this incessant need to continuously gossip or engage in activities that are not beneficial to you. Something that I think is really important to note is when people tell you to be more kind. I think think that people view it as like, oh, you're just trying to be better than me because you want to say that you're a nice person. But I don't think you realize it takes a lot of energy and time to be mean and hurtful and judgmental to others. When you are judgmental to others, your blood boils, you're angry, you feel so self-righteous. And when you get rid of judgment and you actually just see people for who they are, which is just people, and you also see yourself in that way, you can be a little bit more patient. You can have a lot of wonderful things happen for you, and you can just see things in life from a more clear lens. If you find yourself consumed with negativity, gossiping, hurting yourself, constantly putting people on a pedestal, feeling like you are better than those or better than certain situations, I really want you to focus less on that and focus more on the positive and focus more on how you can do things that can benefit your life. Is it really going to benefit you talking about other people? Okay, the third toxic habit I want you to get rid of before 2024 is being anti-woman. I think that the more I'm seeing women posting a lot of these femininity channels and just girl chat channels, I'm noticing more and more that women are starting to band together a little bit better. There was a time where there were so many videos swirling on the internet of how to spot a fake friend and how to know when a girl is talking about you and why you shouldn't be friends with anybody and just be by yourself. And I didn't like that type of conversation because I don't find it to be conducive. I think anybody and everyone can be fake, man or woman. I don't think it's, catered to one gender. There have been studies shown that women tend to live longer when they are surrounded by women friends. And I really think that you can really do a lot of magic with women. I don't know where it was that I heard this or read this, but it was something along the lines of, there's a reason why they pin women apart all the time. It's because when we're together, we're just too strong. I really want you guys to work on in 2024 or before 2024, finding healthy platonic friendships that you can learn from, grow from, and just have a good time in. It is so important that outside of our relationships with men and outside of our relationships with our family, that we have people in our life that are giving us that love and adoration outside of sexual connections or physical or emotional, connections in romantic dynamics. It is so clear to me that my life is better when I have my girlfriends around. And I don't know, I speak to girls on consults all the time that will be going through a messy breakup or they have a lot of just issues with their man and they really wish that they had a girl to talk to about this, which is why they book their consults with me. Now imagine you had a good girlfriend in your life that you can do that with. I think it's important that we try to find ways to do that. And good ways to meet girlfriends is to align yourself with the girlfriends that you want. Go to the gym, maybe download Bumble and go out and just be more friendly. And don't hesitate to give somebody a compliment tomorrow. I think that a lot of us girls have RBF. We're just like giving that face where you could just walk up to a girl that you think is really cool and be like, I love your outfit today. You never know where it will go. The next toxic habit I want you guys to get rid of is bad financial habits. When we get to a certain age, we got to start being a little bit more mindful and cautious with our money. I know for me, I have started doing some serious financial discipline at the age of like 25. I am now 26 and I am so serious about it. I spend my money, but I don't spend my money like I used to. And when I do spend money, I want it to be for a purpose, for a greater good, and I want it to feel good because I would find myself doing a lot of retail therapy and, just buying things incessantly because it was fun and then not feeling good afterwards. I actually used to get like a pit in my stomach because I had really poor money management. Something that is toxic is poor money management. We need to start being a little bit more careful. We don't need everything under the sun today. We can actually work towards the things that we want in life, and we don't have to max out credit cards. We don't have to spend frivolously. We don't have to have the most crazy fine dining experience 4 days a week. I want you to be more mindful and putting money aside and also putting money towards investments for your future. If you're gonna buy something, ask yourself, how can this benefit me in the future? So even when I buy myself an outfit, I say, I want this to be an investment. How can this help me in the future? What job can I get with this outfit? What can I do in this outfit and how can I make money in this outfit? And I know it sounds kind of silly, but it really helps me a lot with spending. So when I spend now, I usually try to really think, is this a good financial decision? And if the answer is no, I'll wait on it. Create like a wish list of your luxury items that you want to get yourself, whether it's, a brand new pair of shoes, a bag, or, even some expenses for your home and apartment. But I want you to make it a wish list and something that you feel like you can achieve. There's no point in spending to just be angry at the spending later. I want you to feel good about every single financial decision you make. And it will allow you to bring more wealth into your home and feeling more confident and comfortable. Nowadays, we as women are becoming more independent. We're not able to rely on people as much as we used to. And I want you to feel like you can rely on yourself and you can count on yourself. This is a big one to let go of in 2024, and it's to stop forcing connections with anything. Not only am I talking about with people, but with just different life decisions that are just not working for you. A lot of the times we are not getting the hint that God is sending us a message when things just keep not working out, when we keep trying to do the same thing. There's a difference between working towards something and it being a little difficult and something literally not working out for you for no reason and you keep trying to get it. Stop forcing connection. Stop making this man want to love you. He doesn't want to. You don't need somebody to tell you more than once they don't like you. You don't need to convince people that you're great. You don't need to sell yourself all the time about, being worthy of a job, deserving of this, and you want things to kind of flow easily through life. I'm not saying that getting things that are important are gonna be easy, but they're gonna feel good when you do them. So if your gut is telling you that it's not good, it means that you are forcing a connection. You are forcing something to happen that should not happen. If you feel like you're trying to hold something really tight, I want you to release it. It's time to release it because there is something on the other side of this force. You need to let go of that toxicity out of your life so that you can welcome and have open arms to something that is more for you, something that is a blessing that you're supposed to have that you keep blocking. Nothing in life should come easy, but it shouldn't feel impossible either. The next one is huge, and I know you guys are going to really eat at this one. So I'm gonna do an entire video about discipline really soon, but I think that this is really crucial and important. Lack of commitment is huge, and I really want you to let go of it. It's a toxic habit to lack commitment. A lot of us are motivated, we're ready to start something. I know for me, I get super excited about things sometimes. I'll be like, oh my God, I really wanna do this, I really wanna do that, and then by day 3, I give up and I stop. I need you to give your life more chances than that. It is important that we really take this time to say, I want to be committed to something. I've always had an issue with commitment. I've always had an issue sticking to something. And to be honest, guys, I was allowed to quit things so much growing up. And there's a lot of good and bad that comes with quitting things. Sometimes when you quit something, it's because it genuinely was not for you. And I really do believe in trying out many things to see what fits in your life. But I need you to commit for a short time and see if it works for you for a little bit, because you never know. A lot of the times we don't give something enough of a chance to really see if it's for us. I want you to commit to that morning workout. I want you to commit to waking up in the morning and, doing certain things before you go to work. I want you to commit to your goals and your dreams. I want you to start committing to things. This is something that will change your life for the better. And it's toxic to not even be able to rely on your own word, okay? You're not even trusting yourself. You are literally allowing yourself to completely fall by the wayside when things start to feel a little I want you to stop doing that. The next thing is letting your life control you, not you controlling it. We are in control of 95% of our life and how it goes. Of course, we cannot control big things that happen to us that are traumatic in spirit or, just crazy life events that completely are out of our hands. But for the most part, we control how our life goes. We control how we respond to life. We control how we work for our life. We control how we architecturally design our life. We control most of our lives, especially if you were raised in a country or in a family that allows you to have freedom, okay? There are places on this earth where you are not allowed to do certain things because you don't have the resources and the possibilities to actually do it. If you are born into some sort of privilege, okay? And I'm not saying rich, I mean privilege as in you don't live in the middle of the mud somewhere. You actually have access to books and a better future. I want you to actually allow yourself to do a little bit of controlling of your life. I have found that so many people feel like their life is constantly disrespecting them because blessings didn't fall in front of their face. That is not how it works. Now, granted, I do believe that there are some people on this earth who are just so blessed that things that happen for them, they weren't expecting. But for the most part, you seek your blessings and you chase your blessings. So I want you to go out of your way to design your life and try to control it and see what happens. You're going to realize that you kind of are the, person behind the remote control of your life, and you get to decide which way life goes for you. You know, my mom always used to say this to me when I was in high school, like, you can either go in the crowd where they're doing a lot of drugs and drinking and acting a fool and see where your life takes you. Granted, I'm not saying everyone that engages in that always ends up down a bad path, but I'm assuming that the statistics are pretty high. If you do, that you will have a harder time getting to a good spot. Or you can be a part of a group of people who are like-minded, great people, someone who inspires you, and see where your life takes you. Okay, you are in control of how your life goes. You just have to be smart when you decide. The next thing to let go of before 2024 is lack of self-awareness. Now, I don't want you to be unkind to yourself. I don't want you to bully yourself. That is not helpful or conducive. But when you lack self-awareness, a lot of the times there's parts of your life that are constantly letting you down and you're trying to figure out why. The reason why is because you are not aware that a lot of these things are happening due to you. You have to get it together. For instance, let me give you an example. If you keep dating the same guy over and over again and it completely drains you, depletes you, you become depressed, you go into an 8-month depression, you're not loving your life, you hate it, and you're like, why me? Why does this happen to me? I'm a good person. I need you to have that self-awareness to say, it's my picking is off, and maybe I need to be alone and work on myself. Because a lot of the times, things that happen to us aren't by happen chance. They are situational due to how we respond to things. And we have to be a little bit smarter. Good spiritual hygiene is being honest with yourself. I need you to start getting right within so that you can have a good life. Whatever you're lacking in self-awareness, I think it's time to work on it. If you don't even know where to start because you are so unaware, I want you to do some shadow work prompts. A lot of the times things will be pulled out of those prompts that you need to work on. For me, I have had an insecurity problem for years, not currently, but there was a time where I would have a very defensive, reactionary fight with someone, and I wasn't understanding why they weren't getting me. But in reality, my defensive and weirdness was coming from insecurity. It was coming from a lack of knowledge and maybe me being unhappy with certain things in my own life. So that was what I had to fix and work on in order to truly be a happy person. Now, I'm not defensive. I don't really care. I'm kind of more like a whatever kind of chick. I really just believe in letting things go and leaving it up to God. And that has really helped me a lot. And the last toxic habit I want you guys to let go of before 2024 is having poor sense of self-image. It is so important that if we want to get to a good place in our lives and we want to completely get rid of these toxic habits and feel happier, we have to have better sense of self-image, which essentially means better self-esteem and just being a little bit more kinder and gentler to ourselves. We are stuck in this body forever. When people ask me, how did you become so confident? It was me having a real talk with myself that I will never wake up and be Kim Kardashian. I had to get rid of these dreams and fantasies that I could be someone else. No, I am me. So I need to improve myself so that I can like who I am. And I really have gotten to a place where I do like who I am. Do I think that I'm perfect? Do I think that I'm the greatest every day? No, I do not. But I have really good self-image. I like who I am. It's when you are struggling with self-esteem, self-actualization, and poor self-image that you are going to constantly struggle. And it's so important that you get rid of that toxic habit because you want to be able to be confident in other areas of your life, but you can't be if you're not confident with yourself first. I want you to start viewing yourself as beautiful, capable, and deserving. Anytime that I talk to someone who has poor self-image, they say that they feel undeserving of good things. You gotta work on that. You deserve good things if you are a good person. Start practicing these things. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get ourselves from being toxic to untoxic and working on ourselves for the fall. I feel like everybody is kind of in like the same phase where we're just all just trying to get better and view ourselves in a higher regard. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone. Mwah.